Do you ever wish you had a professional research assistant sitting right next to you as you search for your ancestors? Someone who could help you break through those frustrating brick walls, organize your messy notes, or translate a document that's been sitting in a folder for years? Well, you can, and it is easier than you think. I'm so glad you're here. I know how overwhelming it can feel when you hit a dead end or get buried under a mountain of old records. Today, we are talking about a tool that has completely transformed how I do research, ChatGPT. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. AI, artificial intelligence, that's for tech experts or the younger generation. But let me tell you, I was a skeptic too. When I first heard about it, I thought it wasn't for me. But once I started playing with it, I realized I didn't need to be a computer whiz to get real, practical help. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to use ChatGPT for ancestry research, specifically designed for seniors and beginners who want to speed up their work without the tech headache. Before we jump into the how-to, we have to get one big caution out of the way. This is the #1 mistake people make, treating ChatGPT like it's Google. If you go into ChatGPT and ask, who were the parents of my great-grandfather John Smith born in 1850, it might give you a very confident, very professional-sounding answer, and that answer might be completely made up. In the tech world, we call this a hallucination. ChatGPT doesn't have a direct connection to Ancestry.com or Family Search. It can't go into archives and look up your specific family tree. It analyzes patterns in language. It's like a very well-read assistant who is trying to be helpful, but sometimes tells a tall tale if it doesn't know the facts. The golden rule, what ChatGPT is actually good at. So here is our golden rule for today: never use ChatGPT to find new ancestors. Instead, use it to analyze, organize, explain. That is where it truly shines. My first big tip for success: give the AI a role. When you start a chat, don't just type a question. Tell it who it should be. I start almost all of my prompts by saying, "You are an expert genealogist helping me with my family research." By giving it a job title, you set the stage. It changes how the AI responds, making its advice more focused on historical records, migration patterns, and genealogical standards. Next, you must provide context. Without context, you get generic answers. For example, I was looking at a court record where a man named John Smith was referred to as an infant. Normally, we think of an infant as a baby. But when I told ChatGPT the year was 1880 and the place was England, it corrected me. It explained that in a legal context in 19th century England, an infant could refer to anyone under the age of 21. That one piece of context changed my search range from 1 year to 20 years. Always include the time period, the specific location. You don't need to learn computer talk. Talk to it like you are describing a task to a helpful professor. Be descriptive. Tell it what you're looking at and what your goal is. For example, I'm researching farmers in Surrey County in the 1840s. They were subsistence farmers. What kind of challenges would they have faced that might explain why they moved? It might suggest soil depletion or transportation difficulties, giving you new clues to follow. One of the most powerful ways to use this tool is something called extraction. We genealogists are pack rats. We collect volumes of information. If you have a 20-page probate file, you can paste it into ChatGPT and say, extract every name mentioned, their relationship to the deceased, and what they inherited. Put this into a clean table. Within seconds, it transforms confusing legal text into something organized. You can even ask it to include a column with the exact quote that proves the relationship. You aren't replacing your research, you're sharpening it. If you run into a record in French, German, or Old Legal English, ChatGPT can translate it. But it goes beyond just switching languages. If a document mentions messuages and tenements, or dower rights, you can ask, what does this mean for my female ancestor in 1750? It breaks it down in plain English so you understand the stakes of the record. Now let's talk about something fun. If you have photos of headstones on your phone, you can upload them directly into ChatGPT. Ask it to transcribe the text, explain military symbols, identify likely regiments. It can even turn that transcription into a neat table with birth and death dates. The simple prompt formula. Here's a simple formula to remember. Role, goal, text, task, format. Role, you are an expert genealogist. Goal, help me analyze this will. Text, paste the document. Task, list all children and their birth order. Format, give this as a bulleted list. That structure works beautifully. As you get comfortable, don't be afraid to ask for more. If it gives you 6 record suggestions, say, give me 10 more specialized records in this county. You might discover dog license records, tax lists, or unexpected sources. Finally, remember, you are the human in the loop. You are the lead investigator. AI is your assistant. It carries you 90% of the way, but you must verify the final 10%. It takes about 20 hours of practice to feel comfortable, so don't get discouraged. Try it today. Take one old document or one ancestor you're stuck on and start a conversation. You'll be amazed at how it helps you see your family history from a new angle. If you found this helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe for more tips on using technology to find your roots. And tell me in the comments, what brick wall are you hoping ChatGPT can help you break through? Happy researching. Thanks again. Goodbye.